It's 6 o'clock on Friday, the 10th of January, 2020. Good evening and thank you for tuning in to the English edition of Ora News. My name is Christopher, bringing you the only update of the local Albanian news translated into English. The Donors Conference will not be held in Tirana as planned, but rather in Brussels on February 17th. It will be the member states as well as the international organizations that will assist Albania in the process of reconstruction. In addition to the news of the conference, the EC president underlined that next month is important for the Western Balkans for the decision to open negotiations will be taken. EU member states, Western Balkan partners, international organizations, including the United Nations and the World Bank, will attend a donor conference held in Brussels on February 17th to assist Albania in the housing reconstruction process damaged by the November 26 earthquake. The news was made public by EC President Ursula von der Leyen during a press conference with Croatia's Prime Minister. The European Union is happy that the donors conference that will take place on February the 17th following the tragic earthquake that struck Albania. We will try to help Albania in the reconstruction phase. The coming months are important for the Western Balkans, as it is expected that before the Zagreb summit, the European Commission will publish a preliminary report on Albania, as well as a new platform for the Union's release. The Zagreb summit will be important enough to put the enlargement process ahead. We must reflect on how to improve the membership process, as the new enlargement methodology will be presented before the Zagreb summit. We will try our best to negotiate with Albania and North Macedonia so that the two countries meet the right criteria to achieve this goal. With the methodology, French President Macron has conditioned the green light for Albania and North Macedonia during the Zagreb summit. 17 police officers and local government officials have been arrested in Durrës. Among those is Police Chief of Shijak, Besnik Domi, and Police Station Chief of Mans, Sami Jaffa. Others, as the table shows, are effectives in different roles, employees of administrative units, and in IUV in Durrës, Shijak, and Manza. One of the officials arrested was previously declared wanted, and another suspended after showing illegal constructions to occur in Durrës, Manza, and Shijak areas. The operation named Abusers was finalized Thursday evening by Internal Affairs and Complaints Service in Durrës Prosecutor's Office after months of investigation. In cooperation with each other, but also with other citizens, they have assumed the criminal offenses of abusive office and illegal construction. According to the police, their actions and non-actions consist in favoring illegal constructions, falsification of documents, concealment and manipulation of events, obstructing the disclosure of criminal truth and facts, non-reporting of criminal events, failure to report citizens' reports according to legal obligations, amongst others. These persons, in cooperation with each other, abusing their powers of duty, were suspected to have created a corruptive mechanism for their own profit. This mechanism has enabled and resulted in numerous illegal constructions, such as residential buildings, warehouses, businesses, buildings, and others, thus avoiding the implementation of legislation in the field of urban planning and their technical security. Abuse and unlawful activity of these entities is alleged to have spread throughout 2019 at various locations and times. Law enforcement agencies in Durrës say investigations are underway to fully document the illegal activities of these persons. The 500 apartments to be built by the Turkish state in Lach and Thumana will be completed by July of this year. The Minister of Reconstruction, Arben Ahmetay, stated in a conference with the Turkish Minister of Environment and Urbanization that the project is technologically innovated and goes beyond emergency construction. Minister Murat Kurum underlined that Albania has always been the focus of President Erdogan, as he says that building houses is a duty for his Albanian brothers. We try to stand with our Albanian brothers. We have already provided assistance and we have been able to meet their needs for tents and food. In addition to urgent demands, President Erdogan has pledged to build 500 housing units to meet housing needs. We have started this process immediately. The apartments will fit your culture and living, and we aim to finish them in 6 months, said Kurum. Within the year, the government aims to reconstruct and build houses in rural areas damaged by the November 26 earthquake, as well as repairing damage to schools and health centers. The reconstruction process is expected to be completed in the spring of 2021 with the creation of new urban neighborhoods in Tirana, Durrës, Kavaja, Kruja, and Thumana. According to official data, 10,000 people are spending the winter in tents. The Prosecutor General's office launches verifications for the mayor of Malakastra, Chilim Ismailaj. The mayor was denounced by the DP for having been convicted for crimes in Greece. Today, Democratic Party Secretary General Gazment Bardi published a Greek document in which shows that the mayor of Malakastra, Cherim Ismailai, has been sentenced to 3 years in prison in Greece. It is a certified document number 405 of the prosecutor's office to the Court of First Instance of Athens, where Cherim Ismailai was sentenced to 3 years imprisonment by the Court of Chios on the 25th of February 2000. He has been convicted of violent acts, injuries, and has not served his sentence for failure to appear in Greek territory. Just like Valdin Pietri, Agim Kaimaku, or Mark Babani, Edi Rama knows that Cherim Ismailai of the Malakastra municipality has faked the decriminalization form and should immediately be removed from office and brought to justice. Edi Rama knows that he has problems with the Greek justice for Malakastra, but that he has hidden the truth, Bardi said. Further in his denunciation, Bardi says Rama knows he is trying to buy time. It is a fact that Edi Rama knows very well, but he is trying to buy time for other criminals who was discovered in the municipality, this time by falsifying documents such as the decriminalization form. Edi Rama's strategy to defend criminal Cherim Ismailai, that he has neither been convicted nor expelled from Greece, is of no value. It is a desired strategy which will only have one conclusion. Edi Rama will be ashamed as the Prime Minister who has only one offer for his citizens, and that is crime. DP urges prosecution to act after Ismailai has escaped punishment in sentencing from falsifying his decriminalization form. According to the decriminalization law, Cherim Ismailai cannot exercise any public office, much less be a candidate for mayor. He is subject to reprimand under the law and must be immediately prosecuted for falsifying the decriminalization form. Ismailai himself, in a press release a few days ago, said that he is open to any verification. Yuri Kim was sworn in today as U.S. Ambassador to Albania. Ms. Kim was nominated by President Donald Trump in June of this year. She has said that she will urge Albania's leaders to resolve the current political stalemate in order to strengthen the prospect of opening EU membership negotiations. Ms. Kim also said she would encourage Albania to fully implement justice reforms. She seeks technical assistance to Albania in investigating, prosecuting, and punishing transnational corruption and organized crime as a priority. Yuri Kim is the first Korean-American woman to represent the U.S. as an ambassador and the first person from the U.S. territory of Guam to serve in such a post. She was born in Korea and raised in Guam Island, a U.S. territory in the Pacific Ocean. She has served in the State Department as Director of the Office of Southern European Affairs, Director of the State Department's Center for the Study of Diplomacy, Chief of Staff for Deputy Secretary of State and Director of the Office for European Security and Political Military Affairs. Colombia broke its own record by destroying 100,000 hectares of narcotic plantations last year. The South American country reported that 94% of the fields planted with tropical coca bush, the raw material for cocaine production, were destroyed by the authorities. Elimination by burning has been banned by the courts for security reasons, and the country's president is pushing for policies for this more effective solution to be implemented soon. I want to emphasize the hard work done by law enforcement, but we will no doubt face the next challenge of now checking on illegal replanting. Colombia has a clear goal to reduce the area of illegally planted coca bush by 50% by the year 2022 or the year 2023, stated Colombian President Iván Duque. Since coming to power 17 months ago, the head of state and his government, under U.S. pressure, have stepped up actions to eliminate illegal plantations and have saved more than 400 tons of cocaine. According to the United Nations, by 2018, the world's largest cocaine producer had illegally planted an area of 169,000 hectares of cocaine, an amount is sufficient to produce over 1,100 tons of cocaine, almost all of which is destined for America. And that's the news across the country today. Thank you for watching our English edition this evening, and be sure to join us again every Monday through Saturday at 6 p.m. for the latest news from Albania. Once again, on behalf of Ora News, thank you and good night.